This here's from Inside the Magic, who's known for clickbait, so let's be very clear, this is not a news report. What I'm reporting on is that they're still going here with their rumors and speculation and outright fantasies about Johnny. So consider it comedy, actually. Public outcry forces Disney's hand with Johnny Depp's return in Pirates Caribbean. So it looks like now Disney's hand is going to be forced to put Johnny back in Pirates. Johnny Depp's portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series is nothing short of iconic. Thank you. I haven't read that before in the 100 articles you wrote on it, but I'm not saying I disagree. Not the worst thing to repeat if we're being honest. They talk about the first film, Curse of the Black Pearl, Depp's performance in the first film. Okay, next. However, Depp's journey as Captain Jack hasn't been all smooth sailing. Okay, we know that. They mention you know who. Part of me understands why they start these articles with the whole history as if you've never heard it before. But the other part says, okay, it's kind of being professional and laying it all out there in context. They talk about the past a little more, but then say in recent years, support for Depp has surged. The latest buzz suggests Disney might be exploring multiple ideas for the next installment, which one reportedly including Depp's involvement. While nothing official has been confirmed, insiders speculate that the studio is weighing fan demand against past controversies, which is why we haven't seen production begin yet. Alright, look, there's some small truth in that. I'm not sure exactly if it has to relate to Depp and Pirates, but at this point, it seems to me, after especially the election went the way it did, a lot of these companies came out and said, you know what, we're going to start making things like they were a little bit more in the past, coincidentally. So, because of that, because I think that's going on, at least to a certain extent, Pirates might be in the same boat, saying, well, you know, that movement, believe all women, that kind of thing, you know, it kind of ran its course, and back in the day, it might have been a good thing to cancel Johnny to look good, but now, you know what? Looks like the fans might just want him back, and the tide's turned, so let's just go for it with Johnny. Now, Johnny might have something to say about that. That's up to him, though. If he wants to go back in for the money they're giving him, which will probably be something decent, sure, let him get the money back out of Disney. If he doesn't want to go, if you're on that team, Disney doesn't deserve Johnny, I'm there too, cool, let that play out. Ultimately, up to him. It's his personal choice. It's his feelings and how he wants to deal with it moving forward. So, we shall see. Depp himself had previously stated during the high proceedings that he wouldn't return to Disney for hundreds of millions of dollars, reflecting his frustration with how the situation was handled. He did say that, but if he changes his mind, I'm not holding his feet to the fire. He could change his mind if the actual contract and money is presented to him. And they end with this. Whether Depp officially dons the captain's hat again remains to be seen, but the clamor for his return speaks volumes about the lasting impact of his unforgettable character. Fluff, not news. But, you know what? If it wasn't a big deal, really, you wouldn't see people hanging on to it so badly. Like, you know what? If it's not Johnny, it's not Pirates. It's not every movie franchise that happens with. I mean, look at Batman. People definitely have preferences for Batman, but no one's saying if it's not this person, I'm never watching it ever again. Some people like Ben Affleck. Some people like, what's the guy's name? Christian Bale or something. Some people even like Adam West from the 60s as Batman, but they still watch it when the new Batman comes out. We have some people saying, you know what? I want Henry Cavill to continue as Superman, but they're still going to watch the new Superman. It's not as much of a cut-off thing if it's not this person, we're not seeing it. Usually not. The standard example is Pirates for me. Nothing comes to mind that's even close. I'm sure there have been similar situations, and I'm sure it happens, but just not quite like this. All right, I said a mouthful there. I think you get the point. Let's see what some people said. There be rough seas ahead for Disney if there be no Captain Jack Depp Sparrow. Sure, thank you, Roger. That could cause for some choppy waters if they don't give him at least one more go-around. Otherwise, Disney can watch as Pirates Caribbean sink to the depths of Davy Jones' locker. Poetic, sure. You be right, mate. Rough seas and stormy skies I see. No rum, no Captain Jack, no redhead, no Pirates Caribbean can thar be I. I think probably Inside the Magic's writing these comments themselves and giving them these seafaring themes. Simple. If Johnny Depp doesn't return to the title role in Pirates of the Caribbean 6, I will absolutely distance myself from anything Disney related. Cool. That's what I did. Not because of Pirates, but because of Star Wars. So I'm glad to see Disney making the same mistakes in other completely different franchises. That's about it. This article's almost 2025, but I've got no doubt that Inside the Magic will carry out these Johnny rumors until the official trailer or the official cast list comes out and we see Johnny's not in it. So for that, as far as comedy purposes, I'll cover them too. Anyway, this year is almost 2025, not quite, but I've got no doubt throughout 2025 or until we hear definitive word on Pirates 6, Inside the Magic will be publishing comedy like this. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.